Here's the deal. The space shuttle, the space station, they need to have oxygen in space. So the question is, well, first of all, how do we get this pure oxygen? And then also, the oxygen used for for powering things on board the space station that we'll talk about in a second. So I've got a goal for you. And the goal is you're going to make, we're going to do electrolysis of water. And we're going to see who can most efficiently get the products of electrolysis of water. And I've got all the supplies here. Okay, does anybody know what electrolysis of water is? So the thing is, we want to separate oxygen and hydrogen. You're going to have to figure out in the test tubes which tube is hydrogen and which tube is oxygen, and why it is the case. I've got whiteboards here. I'm going to write that down. So which one will be hydrogen, which one will be oxygen? We'll do that. And then, there's one other thing. I can't remember. All right. So what I want you to do is one person with your be a materials engineer, come over and get a box of supplies, and then I'm going to show you how to just prepare the electrodes for the electrolysis of water. And fold them. Each one separately, yeah. And fold them. You're just going to fold them over again and again and again. Lengthwise, yeah, the longest way, and then doesn't matter until you get 2 of these. Good. Then in a cup of water, you're going to get a cup of water. You're going to need a couple of cups. And because you'll probably need one just for some extra water. I'm going to put some water in here. Fill this up. Put the electrode in. Okay. And then your finger. Tap this, turn it upside down, put your finger in the water, release it to full set. Now, here's the question that I have. We're going to do electrolysis of water. Now, I want to know, you've got water and some other stuff over here. Does pure water conduct electricity? Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I've got this water. I also have some salt over here. I have in your box a scale. Here's a scale. And I want everybody to do a different experiment. And everybody decide on whether you're going to do no salt, a little salt, a lot of salt. And you're going to find out how long it takes to collect a whole test tube of either oxygen or hydrogen, whichever gets there first. Okay? Of course, we've got the first thing of trying to determine which test tube will have the oxygen, which test tube will have the hydrogen. All right? And then the second part of this is determining how much or no salt you're going to put into your mixture. Okay? Now, can I ask you this? Should you, when you do this, should you fill up the test tube first with the water and then put it into a salt solution, or should you mix it up and then put it in to the test tube? Okay, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm going to let you answer that. I'm going to just ask the question. Okay, so I'm going to leave the rest of it set up here. Of course, you put a battery on this. I'll set it up and show you how the battery should be set up. So at this point, you've got your goal. Yeah, you got your goal, what you're going to do, and then
test it with a little candle flame.